So I finally arrived in Liverpool at James's place, which is behind us here. Don't know which flat it is because he didn't tell us what flat number it was, so I've had to give him a ring, and guess what? He slept in, he's still in bed, the lazy fucker. Right, so I'm just waiting for him to come down and open the door. Right, so I've left James at his place while he sorts himself out, gets in the shower and what have you. And I'm just walking down to the nearest high street to see if I can find an auto repair place. Try and find something to fix this exhaust with, so we shall see. So I've tried fixing the exhaust on the car, and I've discovered that it's not just a little hole in one of the pipes, but the actual box has sheared away from the exhaust at the back, so the rear box, the exhaust, which I can't fix that myself, so that needs a completely new exhaust at the back. Can't get it fixed down here in Liverpool because I haven't got time, and they probably would have to order the part if they don't keep it. So I haven't got time to do it because I need to crack on with the edit because I'm only down here for one day. So I'm staying at James overnight because I don't want to travel back tonight in the dark with the broken exhaust. So I'm going to try and limp home, 3-hour drive, probably more because I'll be driving slower. There'll be less traffic on a Sunday morning, so that's kind of helpful, but it is what it is. It's not hanging down and flapping around. I've managed to secure that with cable ties, so that's in place. So it's a nightmare, but at least we are going to crack on with the edit, and then hopefully that'll be done today. If not, we can do some more in the morning before I go home as well. So we'll see how that goes.
Hello.
What you doing?
Mixing some stuff, trying to make sounds sound like sounds. No, I'm trying to make door latch sound like it should in the mix, rather than being quieter than it sounds like it should be. Bit of compression should sort that out. Add a bit more in there. Ta-da! That's better. That is better. Sweet.
You might want to look at some of the others and because some of them are all similar.
It's there, it's just really quiet.
I mean, it sounded pretty much okay it did sound a little bit quiet when I was at home doing it. Just trying to get that fine balance on it between that and really music in the background.
I'm scared. So much gain.
Right, it's 7 o'clock at night and we've just finalised the sound on the Tree Witch.
It's all done. Yeah.
Just down to you now, and get your finger out. So we're now about to start looking at the sound for Melanie's Grave and the Foley. So this is the timeline.
The ongoing nightmare.
Are we ready to go, James?
Nearly there. Just need to do an export and then we can watch this through and start getting the Foley list done.
Good stuff. So these are my notes of the Foley that we have to kind of go through. So all of this we are going to try and look at over the next few hours. It is midnight and we had a few issues with trying to get the sound to work on the timeline, trying to export it so we could hear the sound. Just wasn't working, so that took us a couple of hours to sort out. And then it took us just over an hour to kind of go through all the notes that I had with the sound, bits of Foley, bits of ADR that I thought needed doing. So we've gone through some of that and all of that, and decided that some of it doesn't need doing, so we've kind of whittled that down a little bit. Some of it is just little kind of sound edit issues which can be fixed on the timeline. So we just now need to really kind of go through the list again and decide when we're gonna like record some of this Foley. Some of it we probably need to buy some of the effects. Things like there's one kind of sound effect of a burning car which we can't really recreate ourselves, so we're gonna have to maybe try and source that somewhere else. Just things like that. But the majority of it we're going to be able to do ourselves. We'll need to bring back some of the actors to do little bits of vocalisations, and James said he's going to come up to Sunderland to do that when I organise a day or a weekend or whatever. So that's going to hopefully be this month, January, because James is, and I am, desperate to kind of get the sound finalised, finished and done by the end of January as well, which to be honest I don't think is going to be done, so it's probably more likely to be kind of February, but we're going to push to try and get it done anyway. So anyway, I am knackered. I'm going to go get some shut-eye and then I'm going to be up early in the morning for this long and arduous journey back up to the northeast to Sunderland with the broken exhaust. Right, so I left James's this morning at 9 o'clock. It's now just gone 10. He was still in bed this morning. I didn't want to disturb him because his girlfriend finished work at 3 o'clock this morning, so I think he was up till late. So I'll just give him a ring when I get home. I've had to stop at the service station for petrol. Hasn't been too bad actually, the journey. I think because I sealed up that hole in the exhaust pipe itself, it hasn't been making as much noise. Performance is still kind of juddery, but like I said, it hasn't been too bad. It's pointed down with rain at the moment, so that's kind of been slowing me down a lot as well. But I'm making good progress. I should get home before midday. Right, so I managed to get home in one piece. It's exactly midday, so I made really good time. So what I'm going to do now is, after I've put my feet up for a while, I'm going to give Anth a ring and find out when we can get back on with the grade, which hopefully will be tomorrow. And obviously I've got to sort out the car tomorrow as well, so and I'm back at work tomorrow after having a week off. So, things to think about. Okay, so I'm currently putting the video together, the footage of my trip to Liverpool. Just been on the phone to Anth, he's not really well. And given that my car's off the road, we are going to just play it by ear and make a decision maybe in a day or two as to when we're going to get back on with the grade, but it'll hopefully be this week, and then it'll be all finished. So, to be continued.